review it. Let's do it. Why not? Type of deal. And yeah, so fuck. I guess we got some more fun stuff coming out on Popcorn and Pints too that we're discussing behind the scenes and all this shit, which I'm enjoying. Excuse me.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah. Welcome to HorrorWithSirSturdy, people. Yes, I burped in your ear, but that was out of love, not out of hate. Because you're wonderful people.
Jesus Christ.
And with that said, I'm gonna let you know what we're reviewing tonight. There wasn't an intro. I've been busy. And yeah. But we're reviewing Ready or Not. Haha. Truthful, shout out to Heavy D. Check out that song right down at the very bottom link now, people. I have it at the very bottom link under the hashtags. Cannot miss it. And this was the first time watch for me.
Same.
This was the first time watch for me.
Same with me.
Before I forget, again, go take a dive and swim. The night swim. Is it worth the stream? Is it worth going to the theaters? Was it? I don't know. Go find out.
Skinny dipping.
Tune in. And then again, Godzilla. Just go see it. Just go see it. And then tomorrow, midnight, Sturdo Vision. Oh my goodness. Wolf Hollow. Yeah, and there's going to be a few people on there with us. You might want to tune in and pay attention to that as well. Just gotta let you guys know. Ooh, knocking shit over. Whoops. That's not my fault. That's Mick's fault.
It was my fault. From the blowjob earlier.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Sure you don't. Hey, that's why they call you Sturdy.
No. That's not why they call me Sturdy. It has nothing to do with that stuff. That's that Caucasian male fun that I don't partake in. Him and James in the group chats, when these two motherfuckers get started, yo, it just goes and goes and goes. And then when Chris dives in a little bit, I'm like, oh my God, man.
Well, okay, the thing is, don't start shit then.
It's not always me. Sometimes it's one of you guys.
God.
I don't know. To me, it sounds like you started. You always say something, you make a comment.
Not always.
We just go with it.
I'm not saying never, but not always. Actually, lately, I've been kind of chilling.
Jesus.
But yeah, guys. So, Ready or Not. This was actually a fun one for me.
I liked it.
This was a fun freaking movie. I had a good time with it.
I fucking enjoyed this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was so much fun. It was like the gore wasn't. This is the gore I like, and the reason being is because it's like Jason or like when I go into a horror movie, I don't need to be disgusted. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
Like if I don't mind being disgusted if Glorious, which is a really kind of disgusting movie, it takes place in the bathroom and shit, and other stuff like that. I get it, and when I walk into it, I know that. But like my slasher films, I want them more fun. I want like this. This wasn't a slasher, but like it was fun, man. It was I felt like I really wish I had seen this in theaters.
I agree with you. This right here was almost this was like a fun movie that I feel like you could see in theaters, or even if it was like a popular stream. I wish I would have seen it at that time. What the fuck was it last year? There was it came out on streaming last year. I know you've seen it, Mick.
Well, The Blackening was in theaters, but that was like one of my most fun horror movies of last year.
It wasn't The Blackening. Oh,
was it the chick goes back in time?
What's that called?
Totally Killer.
Totally Killer. Yes, it's in a different way. It's fun like that because Ready or Not is a horror comedy. I don't care what anybody says.
It's a horror comedy. They had funny parts in it. Yeah,
a lot of them.
The family was so much fun in it. Like they're sadistic killers, and you get it. But man, they were so much fun in this.
The personalities, each one had their own fucking crazy personality.
Yeah.
Even the son was kind of like the whole time. He was my probably least liked character. The one she married.
Oh, the one she married. Yeah, he was like, Alex. Yeah. To me, he felt dull.
He was. I love that. That's a great word for it, James. I agree with you. Dull. He's very dull, but at the same time, like,
and predictable. I know he was going to turn on her.
Oh yeah. He
Yeah.
had to though. You know what I mean? It was like because
Like,
it
just 'cause
almost
he's a
seemed like.
coward.
Yeah.
Well, besides that, but it would feel like if had she survived, or well, she does, but had he helped her get through that, it would almost seem like it was too easy because she was just fucking them up throughout the whole movie.
That's the part I enjoy to it. I like the movies where there's like a normal person, but through the events, it's like they start off like screaming, running, like, oh, then all of a sudden they just get like they turn into this fucking badass. Their motion just shuts down, the brain just shuts down and goes, you know what? Fuck
Stop.
this.
But I mean,
it's
about that
over.
earlier.
I'm taking it out on them now. I'm not being hunted. I'm hunting you type shit.
But that's
I like that.
I love it because it's perfect representation of fight or flight. If you cannot fly, you will fight.
Yeah.
And she couldn't. Every time she tried, she didn't even try to kill anybody. She tried to just get away and hide. And I love that about
bit by bit, they plucked the feathers out of her fucking wings to fly, and she had no choice.
And she came back because I love when he even says, even at that point, I'm kind of laughing because when I went into this, I'm like, oh, this is a movie where she finds out it's happening, and like turns the tables and starts fighting. That doesn't happen in this. She just fights for her life. I'll give it to her. It's really well done. I like this better. But even at the point where like she's kind of like people are getting killed all over the place, and he freaks out and he's like, how is she doing this? She's tiny. She's a little like he freaks the fuck out because he can't understand it. But like she's not killing them.
No, the crazy sister is taking half of the family out.
She's high as shit with a gun.
Dude, when she wipes the coke off of her nose with the gun, my wife and I were fucking laughing out loud because I like her. She's on Letterkenny. She plays a really funny character.
Yeah.
And she plays Pike.
Oh, she plays the slutty drunk. Right?
The wife, McNulty's wife.
Yeah.
She's great on that. And then she's a captain of one of the ships in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. She does a good job on that too. But man, she played a great crazy person in this.
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did. Oh man, it was hilarious.
And her husband looks like the dude from Beetlejuice, the one who does the seance at the table.
Yep. Yeah. I didn't pull that together. I love that.
The first thing that popped my head, I was like, hey, wait a minute.
He was so silly. He played that part really well.
He did. Yeah.
I love when he's like watching how to use the bow while he's taking a dump, and like, he's holding the bow in his hand. She was amazing in this.
I was gonna say, going back with her with the wife, forgetting her gun every time. She's like, I forgot my gun. She went back to the bathroom, grabs her gun, takes some coke all over her face. She's like, yeah, and fuck yeah, and then grabs the gun and just goes.
But I love it because writing is perfect for it, because even when she comes in, she's like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Like, none of them have ever killed before.
Yeah. No.
None of them ever hunted except for the older ones who did it that one time.
Yep, because it hardly ever happens.
Yeah, so like so for them to not know it, like know what they're doing, but like be so confident in this, like I love that she just keeps leaving the gun everywhere, and then the kid takes it.
Yeah.
Oh, they set it up.
That scene was fucked up.
That shit was fucking hilarious because the kid shot her in the head and she punched him in the face, knocked him out. I was dying.
Just like, you little fuck.
blew a hole through her hand.
Yeah, that was like, oh.
I don't know how she pulled that shit. Like, I would have never moved. That kid was just looking around, was nowhere near her. And she went to like be like safe and be like, Georgie. Like, I would have just been like, fuck it, let him go. I don't know who's in on this shit.
Yeah,
me either. I would have took that kid out. He's part of that family. I don't know. I can't trust that fucker.
If anything, I'm using that little motherfucker as bait. Listen, I got your son out here, motherfucker. You better let me go.
Jesus, dude.
And the thing is, honestly, she would have survived if she stayed down in that thing with the dead animals.
No, because they dumped the bodies, remember?
Yeah, but they would have never seen her.
True, but that's
no. Actually, no. They would have, because you got to think about it. Like, to one, which was weird. They didn't mention or notice or say anything about it because those doors were broken off because she fell through the stuff.
Yeah,
that they did not mention at all, by the way, when they were in there. When the son comes out, like, hey, mommy, like, oh, what happened to your eye?
There's a lot of bodies in that thing, by the way.
There's a lot of bodies down there, but
Yeah,
oh my god, I don't know, man. I did not expect it to be like this, but it was just fun through the whole thing. It was just entertaining. Like the fuck, she even trying to help. Like she opened up the dumbwaiter, and the one like just the first she just started. She's like a maid or something. She's like, oh, those guys. She's like, shh, be quiet. They're going. So she thinks she automatically like, oh, if I rat her out, they won't kill me. She goes, she's right here. She's like, what the fuck? Can't trust nobody. Even the staff is ratting her out.
Yeah.
That's why I don't blame her for not that she wasn't. I think she was helping, but
she wasn't trying as hard as she could have. If she wanted to save her, she could have saved her. I'm gonna tell you right now, as I was watching this movie, I told my wife right then and there, that bitch would have just died. Because you're putting my life on the line. I'm just saying, just shut up. They're after me. They're not after you. You can get out of here. Shut the fuck up and go. And you know willingly, and you know you can do that 1,000%. Act, I don't know nothing. I didn't see nothing. I can just go. Get out of the way. Because the cameras weren't on. Remember, the cameras weren't on yet. So she can go play that bullshit off. But instead, she yells and screams, and then she gets caught in the thing, and shit happens. God don't like ugly. That's what happened. Took out ugly. And who am I to stop God's will? That's how I would have taken it.
Yeah.
I gotta say this though, James and Mick, you guys got some weird family traditions.
It's not a white thing. It's a rich thing. That's a different story.
Yeah, that's a whole fucking level, man. I never been there. I'm not rich. I grew up poor. I don't know.
So if you guys were, is this what I gotta expect if you guys to get rich?
I don't know. We'll find out.
We
get a special phone call and get like a special letter delivered by a fucking owl or something.
That's how it happens. By an owl.
Sturdy's gonna get the CFF and he's hide and seek, motherfucker. Run.
Nope. Yo, they even had a fucking ride and die fucking butler. This butler had nothing to do with not even part of the family. They're like, yo, I got it, sir. I'll fucking kill this bitch.
Yep.
This dude is in. He was all in.
He was all 100%. They didn't even ask it. Yeah, I'm in. He didn't even know what the fuck was going on. I'm in.
Yeah, he's like, I'll get her.
Because you can, but like I like how they didn't really add to it because him driving that car means he is indoctrinated. He's ready to roll. Like this isn't a money thing. He just loves this fucking family.
Yeah,
because that was because he had his face burnt and he wasn't like, I need help. He was like, all right, I'll find
all. He's just sitting there chill. He's like, yeah, just crispy. He's like, I'll get her, sir.
Yep.
That's so crazy though. Just imagine, you would go to your friend's house and then this is what's going on. Like, oh yeah, we're playing hide and seek tonight. Like, who the fuck's hiding? No. You're with us. Oh, cool. Then you're getting out weapons and shit. Like, wait, what the fuck kind of hide and seek game is this? Like, I'm going home. The fuck? I ain't hanging out with James and Mick ever again. What is this shit?
You're part of the game now, Sturdy.
Like, no, it's not deadly. It's just gonna hurt. Like, we usually just shoot each other in the dick. Why? Stop with these games, guys. It's like we usually shoot each other in the dicks. I'm not playing this. Stop inviting me over here to do
dicks.
I don't know, man. I don't know what you guys do.
What do you guys do? We use slingshots and shoot pebbles at each other's dicks until we like it.
Hey.
And then we don't stop because it becomes a sex thing.
Listen, all I'm saying is if any of my Caucasian male friends said that to me, I would believe that they did that. Like, I believe you.
There's, out of the 3 people here, there's one person who talks about 2 girls, 1 cup way too much for you to be pulling.
That's just me admiring someone else's art, you know? I'm a content creator shouting out other content creators. That's all that is. I'm just not being a hater.
If you're gonna lie about things, I could be sleeping right now, or
that's content, Mick. You can't hate on sex workers.
I don't hate sex worker. You're not working for it. You're just
I'm not
watching that shit.
Yeah,
adoring it.
Someone listen. If your friend asks you, "Hey, yo, do you want to see 2 girls, 1 cup?" What are you gonna say? Yeah. This is the past. I'm more mature now, though, guys. Don't worry about that. We're talking about this movie here, ready or not. She was a badass in this movie. Like this movie, the funny thing is, this movie could have fit with this one, or it could have fit with next month, which is like strong women characters.
Oh yeah,
It'd fit perfect with that. Which I know there is one movie in there I kind of want to switch around, which I will. But I liked how I did like how she was like tough and like standing up for herself. She wasn't being like a damsel in distress, because that just gets boring after a while. Like you see it in every fucking movie. The damsel in distress and the black guy's dead. Early.
Even how she found out about the game, like with the servant
Mm-hmm.
and the sister. Even how she found out, clever, and she didn't react in a way that was like, yeah, like I'm gonna fold, like, or she was scared,
It's terrified.
like she was ready to run, and I don't blame, but it wasn't a collapse, like
Mhm.
collapse, and like I'm, there was no clutch your pearl sort of moment, you know what I mean? And I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and shit, it's a situation where it's like, oh fuck. Oh motherfucker.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had something pop up. It says my microphone stopped working, so I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, okay.
No, what it said was put your mouth around it.
Oh,
Right now. You say that for your OnlyFans.
Welcome to Ashley Madison, our new sponsor of the show. Oh.
Holy shit. Holy
It'd be
shit.
great if they mailed you like a check. You sold 300 units.
Hey, thank you. I guess I'm gonna have to give these guys a little bit of pay too for that, for them helping, because they're the ones who did the work. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that on camera or off camera. They will.
Come on, Sturdy, don't be a prude.
I'll pay my I'll pay my talent. Next week I'll get them penis straws for you guys.
You're a mess, but
I am.
not in the way that I'm saying.
Listen, I'm
so when do you think when she turned into a badass? When she put on those Converse? I think they were Converse. Were they Converse?
When she ripped that thing up, she was like, I may have to fight. And that's when I realized, like, she's got some fight in her. She's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think she like fucking makeup down her face from all the crying, and she was just like, okay, this is it. Fuck this shit.
Dude, that ending, dude.
Yo, oh man.
Yo, that was funny because I wish they kept it where nothing really didn't happen. And they just are like, what the fuck? And they all just got arrested or something, or she just end up killing them all or something.
So that would have been hilarious. Or it's like, or if it was like, you know what? Let's just let bygones be bygones. Here's $5 million. Nothing happens.
Like, name your price.
Just because of a silly ending like that. That would, for this type of movie, that wouldn't have bothered me. Just like, here's $1 billion. Just go disappear and act like you never met us. Like,
hey, that whole family.
Me? All right, peace.
By the way, the whole family dies except for her. So all that's hers now.
Yeah, that is true.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
that is true. And what was, but she did say she wanted a divorce. I know it wasn't technically divorced, because remember when he said something about staying married?
Yeah, he said that, but it don't matter.
As soon as she takes her ring off, I almost fucked up and did that shit. I was like, wait, nope. But as soon as she takes her ring off, I want to really demonstrate I can do it without taking my ring off. He blows up. I was like, that was cool. That was cool, because it was like, we're not family anymore. We're not connected.
I'm wondering if he was. Yeah, I wonder if that. Oh, I fucking love that, because he did nod at her. Like, good job, not being part of the family, sort of thing. Like, I didn't take that at first as like because she took the ring off, but you're right. Like, as soon as she disconnected, she had won. She wasn't sacrificed, so they had to go. But like, I wonder if she had chosen to be with him, they would have both just blown up.
Or survived, because you could also look at it as him now being a part of her family.
That dude was a fucking coward. There's no way they would have survived that.
Nah, he was no help.
No,
the brother was fucking decent. He was fighting a battle through the whole thing.
But I mean, he let her escape earlier in the movie. He lets her escape. He gives like, I'll give you a 10-second answer. He gave her way more than 10 seconds. He was talking to her for that time. He sat down. She left for more than 10 seconds, and then he started counting. And then he's like, she's in the study, and like right there was still a hold up right there even.
Yeah.
And then Cokie the bear comes in and fucking shoots someone else in the face. The fucking right after
with the arrow.
what do you call those shits? the fucking. I always wanted one of those too.
Crossbow.
Crossbows.
The crossbow.
Do not get one. Do not get one.
Oh, I'm not. I know.
I've had one. They're very, very dangerous, and they're very, very like.
I don't even want it with the
to use them wrong.
No. I don't even want it with the. I don't need it with it. I want it for the look more so. I like the look, the thing. You know what I mean? But
I bought one when I lived in Florida, and it didn't go well. That's all I'm gonna say. Nobody died, but
he's like,
did you hurt yourself?
I lost a friend.
We used to fire it up. I don't know where it went. Well, I didn't fire it up. I never fired it up.
Okay.
Oh, you did that?
It didn't
that
kill
comes down.
We were nowhere near anybody. That's dangerous as fuck, though. We were young. We were stupid. I am not advocating. I think that's the dumbest fucking thing you can do.
Oh yeah.
But I'm saying,
don't buy a fucking with an arrow. When I had a bow and arrow, I did the same thing.
But also,
I thought the same thing. You shoot that up. No, that's coming down. You don't know where that fucking thing's coming down at.
I mean, it wasn't like we were by anyone. Like, I just want to. It's not like we were in the suburbs. Like, like let's see what happens here. We were. It was kind of like, what do you call it? When the grown-ups does it with bow and arrow, sort of a similar situation where we were, but is dumb. And also, we shot it at a tree, and it bounced back.
I used to put bullseyes on metal trash cans in the yard and shoot arrows at them.
Captain America, baby.
I thought it was fucking Robin Hood. It always happened after I watched the Robin Hood with fucking what's his face
the man was it the live Man in Tights one?
No, the serious one with main actor. He was popular, like he's a famous actor. Is he the one that did Waterworld? What's his face?
Waterworld is such a fucking boring movie. Oh my god. We reviewed that on Popcorn and Pints. I'm never gonna get over that.
God damn, I can't believe I'm forgetting this guy's name. He's a fucking popular guy.
For Robin Hood. Kevin Costner?
Yes, thank you. Jesus Christ. I watched Robin Hood with Kevin Costner. Then I sit there and go, oh shit, I'm gonna go outside and go fucking shoot arrows. And I go shoot fucking garbage cans.
You just have arrows just chilling?
It was a Nerf arrow set.
I was a little worried. I'm like, how old are you?
25. Well, he was just doing this earlier today. This happened earlier.
No, I was like 13, 14.
I get it.
No, that's fair. That's fun as shit. We used to do that shit as kids too. Like going outside after watching Ninja Turtles, picking up sticks, whatever turtle you were, that was just your weapon. You pick up either Raphael or Michelangelo. And, you snap the stick in half and the bark is still holding it together. And you spin it around.
Okay.
But yeah, fucking throwback.
Love it. So one of the other things about this movie that I really enjoyed was the setting. I think the art department did a freaking fantastic job with it, because they had to have made it
like a maze in the house.
But not just the maze element of it, the gamely element of it. Like games everywhere, and always the callbacks to games. Like this was a really well done movie.
It was.
Yeah.
They really paid attention to detail with that. Like I did like the gaming shelf, and they showed that a lot in this movie, even like all the way up to the end with the family rituals or whatever, the family game and all that other shit. And I'm like, I love that.
And they even explained like how it started. It started off with one game, then they evolved, created more games.
Yeah.
So that's how they got their fortune.
I like how everybody's like real quiet when they're going to sit for the games too. Just like, I got chess.
It's like Old Maid. What the fuck is Old Maid?
Dude, and that grandmother.
Yo, she's wild looking.
She was not just like evil as hell. Well, not grandmother. I think she was the aunt.
Oh, she was the aunt. Yeah, she was the guy's sister, the father's sister.
She was an evil bitch.
I liked. I'm trying to think of who it was. The sister-in-law, Adrian Brody's sister, Daniel was his name, right? The good brother.
Yeah, Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel.
His wife throughout was cracking me up because every time they cut to her, she's always like fixing herself up or making herself look real good. And then when like she pops out and like it's him and she's just like you didn't care about this the entire time. You weren't really trying to kill anybody the entire time. And now you're pissed off because you're like, you don't care about me? It's like, I mean, did they know what was going to happen?
No. And going back to that though,
he said he told her when he's like, when I told you about this, you didn't even blink an eye. She goes, you know where I came from. I would rather die. So she said, if it's true, I don't care. I'll fucking play these games.
No.
I'm not going back where I was from. So he must have found her.
Which is crazy because like if you look at this movie with another eye, it's like they're just showing you how the world is and what people would do for money.
Yeah.
If you really like what people, they'll sacrifice not only will they sacrifice other family members or other people or their fucking bride, they'll sacrifice themselves damn near just for fucking money. As far as the person that knows,
family.
As far as the person that knows what's going on, that's coming into it, and they're just like, okay, so I survived, or whatever the case may be. However, they get in there and stay, because like, how do the other wives get in there and stay without getting killed?
Bringing their kids into it.
Well, I think it's. I got the impression, but I got the impression.
Oh no, actually, no, never mind, because it's the game. That card game only comes up it's only the second time. Never mind.
Yeah, because the last time was that the aunt's husband. So I wonder if it's you have to marry. Everyone has to marry, and they got to do the game. Like you can't just be single. And I think that's why the kid got away, and he wanted to. So what it said to me was with Adrian Brody's character, he hates this. He doesn't want to be a part of it, but he is so ingratiated, indoctrinated in the whole thing. He probably just found someone to marry who was cool with this.
Yeah.
And like she's like, I'm in, whatever. I'll just focus on me. I'll be rich, do what I got to do. And then on the days, if I got to do it, I'll do it. And they let their guards down, and because they don't get married every year, so it's not like this is a tradition that happens every year.
True,
I think
very true.
He was like the last in the family that wasn't the kids to get married.
The younger brother, yeah, he was.
So like I feel like it was pressured, but I also like how they played it up where she had no family, and her dream was to be a part of a family for like permanently. So I like how she pressured him, and he was just such a coward. He like caved on everything.
Yeah, he really did. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm wondering was he a part of it the whole time with his family? Was it set up like that?
No, he was fighting it. I don't think he was. I think it's he only snapped when he thought he was going to lose her. So when this was all over and she survived, and like he was sitting there looking at her, he was like, and she's like, "Get away from me!" Like backing off him. He's like, "You're going to leave me after this?" And she was just looking at him. So he realized she's gone. So then he was like, "I got her." So he said he has no other choice to go with his family now because he's going to lose her anyway. So kill her.
That's a fair. See, I was thinking of it like that, or not even going back as far as I was going to go originally. But even when he just seen his mom on the ground, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because like right after he looked down is when he started like walking towards her. He was like, "Are you still going to be with me after this?" And then
I loved when the mom, because the mom you could tell really liked her. Andy McDowell is such a good actor, but when the mom fired, no, she didn't shoot the arrow. She fired the arrow at her, and like it hits the thing. I thought for a second it was gonna be more civil. But when she rages out and goes to kill, it's like, oh, you are indoctrinated.
Yeah,
you're so torn. It would have been like if it was anybody else, like it would have been kind of cool if she shot him in the eye or something, or shot her in the eye. But I'm like, she's a star though, just because she has such nice, like she's been getting fucked up the whole time. I was like,
yeah, she was.
And
to climb out of the thing, she had to use her hand as a fucking anchor, put that nail through the hole that she got shot through her hand. Just to get grip to pull herself up. That's insane.
Listen, oh my god, dude!
That is someone that wants to fucking survive and deserves to
Oh
survive.
yeah, that
Deserves
scene
it.
was crazy. I said, "Holy shit!" It just makes you think what you would do to, like you said, to survive.
My
I'll tell
wife
you,
You will go through.
my wife is really enjoying this, and I said that to her. I was like, "Listen, I'm glad you missed this part," because she got up to walk away for a sec. Because I saw the nail and I knew that, and she was
you know what's
hanging,
gonna happen.
and she was hanging. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go grab a drink." I'm like, "Yeah, this is a good time," because I just knew she was gonna use the hole. Like it's just so foreshadowed in it. It's so good.
Yeah.
This
What I like
actually
about-
gave me like tense feelings at times. Sorry, I
like
didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just gonna say with that scene, what I liked about it too is like right before she did it, she knew she was gonna do it. She screamed first, and you're thinking like, "What the fuck is she screaming?" They're like, "Oh, that's why." You're like, "That's why she's screaming."
She's
She's
fighting
like,
it. She's like she's like motivating herself. She's like, gosh, she had to let out the scream like to get herself to do it. She's
yeah,
like,
because when she had she was holding at the thing by like her fingers, she was like, "Oh,
yeah.
gotta."
She's like, I gotta do it.
God,
That's it.
up.
Yeah, that was insane, man.
But it was so it was, but it like it had to happen. It was tense. It was just like, yeah, this was like, wow, what the fuck?
Oh, let's go back with the super butler. By the way, she was driving for a while. There's no way that motherfucker called up to her. He was like running behind her, like
Yeah, that's
like fucking the Flash.
that dude turned into like the fucking T-1000 real
Yeah,
quick.
I know. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, for lack of better, whatever, he cut through the woods and got a shortcut or some dumb shit. I guess you could say.
That's fair.
She should have
Fucking
just
right.
kept driving.
He had,
Man.
he had them little roller skates on them wheelies. He just ran and just kept doing that.
If
Because
I
that
was
ground
in
was
the
smooth enough.
car, if I was in the car, I would have floored it. I knew I just had to survive for sunrise. I would have just kept going and going. I wouldn't try to call cops or anything yet. I would till I seen the sun. Then I would call the cops.
But you never know. I guess you never know when you don't know all that's gonna happen with the OnStar and all that, and the car is gonna stop. Well, it wasn't OnStar, but something else because you know. But
Yeah, they can't say that. They're not sponsored. They had to change the name.
yeah, they're not sponsored by they're not sponsoring me either, but they definitely can if they want to.
But that dude's like, for one, that I don't think that would be true. I was wondering if they worked for him because I don't think that's true. If someone's requested if someone says someone's trying to kill me, call the cops, call 911, and they go, this car was reported stolen. We had to turn it off. If I heard someone say, listen, someone's trying to kill me, I'm like, as soon as I hear the car was stolen, I'm like, maybe not. This bitch took it because someone's trying to kill her.
Yeah.
So she's took off with the car. I would not shut the car off. So I don't know what the hell.
Don't worry about
that. Spams.
Probably trolls.
But yeah, go ahead, James. I was thinking with that whole OnStar thing though. I was thinking like, I'm like, all right. The car stopped. I honestly thought for a minute she was gonna hotwire that shit. I swear. I was like, maybe we should figure out a way to hotwire this shit and get it going anyway and kind of just overwire, unplug the computer and just kind of overpower that shit. But nah. You see this doofus in the window and a few minutes later. I'm like, what the fuck? And he's just in the window smiling at first. Then he breaks it, then shoots her with a trank in the shoulder.
Well, I'm glad they established that early though to say, you're supposed to maim her, don't kill her. We need her for the ritual.
Yeah.
So it kind of really worked out, and like they do tie in a lot of things. I did like that a lot, and it makes me want to go and watch Scream 7 again because the directors did that too.
6?
No. 6. Yeah, 7's not happening. That's right. Yeah, so 6. So it's I don't know. I think it'd be kind of interesting to go back because they did tie so much in for a movie that doesn't have any like basis, whereas Scream does. So I kind of want to go back and look for the Easter eggs again. These guys seem like they have some clever stuff.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right with that. And this movie here though was better than I thought. It was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be one of those movies like I don't even know because I didn't know what to expect from it.
Yeah,
I didn't know what to expect from it. I thought it was just gonna be one of those kind of just one of those kind of blah, kind of boring-ish movies, or it's just like fuck.
Yeah,
like,
it was not. Even like the beginning parts where I mean, because the movie opens up pretty high octane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But even the just kind of going through it all and watching it, like even the slow parts in the beginning, like the wedding and the stuff like it flows really well. And you know something's coming, so the tension builds really well in this.
I'll say another thing to add on to that though too is what this movie did a good job of was it didn't have too many scenes where it was just like nonsense scenes or too much dialogue scenes and all that shit. Even with the wedding, it wasn't too long. It wasn't focused on the wedding. You know what I mean? You know, some movies you'll have movies that's not about the wedding, but that wedding scene, if it's in the beginning, they'll focus on it so much and have it be, instead of it being like maybe let's say a 3 to 5 minute scene, it's like 10, 15 minutes. So it's like, for what? It wasn't even that important to the movie. It's yes, they're married now. Now this is what's going on. Like with this, they spent a few minutes on the movie with that, the dinner, the build up to the dinner and the game and all of that. Like I liked that. And then from then on, it was just like intense from then on. After she learns what the game really is, I'm like, oh yeah, this is
That's
really
a hell of a way, dude, to just be like, just go and hide and we'll come and find you. Like, and there not being any way out. So you play every other game.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know, it's just win or lose. There's no death to it. You just have to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
But for hide and seek, there'd have to be a sacrifice. Like the reason I came onto the supernatural element into this when I was, because I was like, I don't know if there's supernatural element. They kind of seemed crazy, whatever. And I didn't know how it was going to end. So I dug that because for me, it was like, well, clearly she's going to get the card, but I wonder if there's a reason. I wonder if now she's chosen. Like the whatever it is, the Baal needs sacrifice in this moment. Because the last one was 30 years.
That's good. That's true. That's true. And they just
I
put
like
the card
how
in the thing, and it just automatically puts whatever, because it's a blank card that goes into this box, and the family gives it, they hand it to her. She opens it up, pops it out. She reads
choose
it.
the game. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm like, oh shit. It was a very interesting concept too. Like I like that concept as far as the whole game thing, and just I was gonna say I wouldn't mind seeing it being done again, but then you can't really redo it without fucking it up.
I mean, you could tell a tale of another family, but I don't want it done again. I think this is really well done. This is to me, this is a horror movie that doesn't need a sequel. This is one that can be rewatched over and over again.
I agree.
I will. Yeah, this is a high thing for me. This is a high rating for me. I would rewatch this again.
Yeah, I liked it.
Let's dive into.
I was very surprised with it.
I was too.
Yeah.
I was too. And I'll kick this one off. And after this, we're gonna dive into the wheel. I'm gonna give this a 7. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Give it a 7.5.
I'm going 8.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead and climb that ladder and say a 9. I think this is a nearly perfect horror movie.
I like it. 7.5, 8, and 9.
And can we just, because at this point, she's played a little bit of both sides in horror movies, but can we officially name Samara Weaving like upper echelon of not maybe final girls, but like horror gals? I don't know if that.
How about badasses? She's a badass.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't think saying a gal takes away from being a badass, but like it's like we have the guys section, which weirdly enough is like Ash, because everybody else is a killer. I think she rises above because the babysitter and other movies and stuff. I think she rises above Final Girl into maybe like more of a horror icon status. Like, who is it? Like, I would put Neve Campbell up there. Okay. I mean, whether you like the movies or not, she carried that franchise.
Oh, I got to give her. I'll give credit where credit's due. I'll even give that franchise credit where credit's due. I just don't like it. Like I don't like
white face. I get it.
Well, does anybody? But what it is like there's certain movies that I respect. I can even hate them and respect them.
Yeah, you got to respect what some movies did for the industry.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say a rewatch may make me like Scream because I've already tried that. I've already done that, and it didn't change anything. But
I believe that if Scream failed, the slasher genre would not be as alive as it is today.
That's possible.
I think Blair Witch would have still had a resurgence for horror.
Mm-hmm.
But like, remember, every other horror movie besides Blair Witch coming out at the time was like a carbon copy of Scream and what Scream was doing. That formula was it. I really think if Scream failed and they didn't keep going, slasher movies wouldn't have kept going. Like, little ones, we would get indies, we get stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be as big.
That's interesting.
I think it truly saved the genre on a whole because nobody.
Can you think of other genres? What movie did that for other genres?
No. I truly, honestly can't. And the reason being is because it's the lack of respect that exists for horror that I think means it was a genre that would have been saved. Like film noir is sort of out. It's been replaced by the thriller. So like I feel like when genres die, they die. You can still see them. People will still make those things, but then they're like hyper like sensationalized and such. Ruh-roh
is right. What was this? In Dreams?
Oh my God, my wife is gonna go freaking crazy. She loves this movie.
In Dreams.
I'm not doing this episode.
Yeah, you are. I'm gonna post it on your wall. Well, you're on our Facebook.
Off the social medias.
Oh shit! I just have to say it on your show. Come on your show Tuesday just to say that. Mary, by the way.
It's all right. As we're all hanging out as friends during the week and talking and laughing and joking with each other and not feeling alone and tired and scared, we'll we'll joke about it and we'll tell our loved ones.
There we go.
Oh, what's this one? It's passing.
Oh,
Haunted Honeymoon.
Oh God, that's gonna be a double feature. My wife loves this movie too.
Haunted Honeymoon.
This is a funny one. It's a funny movie.
You actually picked this one.
It's a funny movie. Because I just watched Ready or Not. Like I got my wife to watch it. So now she's like, I'd watch more horror movies if like they were like this. Like I like these.
That's what this whole month is couples. This is actually the thing you picked.
The level of scariness, like the gore is very.
It's not too much.
Exaggerated. No, I'd say it is too much. It's exaggerated though. It seems more comical.
Got you.
And I think
I see.
Yeah, like she was happy to watch all of them. Like the kids didn't explode in front of you. They go down the room. So I feel like that's the level for some people, and that's a good level. And I think they did this well. And the comedy was right. The acting was really good. Concept was very cool. Kudos to the freaking writers and directors, man. They made a great movie here.
I'll even say to the actors because I didn't see any bad acting with this, even with the kids. I know they were on it a little bit, but this was I had a really legitimate good fucking time with this movie.
Well, here's the thing. We praised the actors the whole episode, so I figured I'd give a little love to them writers. And Sturdy like, fuck the writers acting.
I'm shocked I never heard about this. No, I never heard anybody talk about this movie.
I've never heard anybody talk about it really either, to be honest, but I've never watched the movie, but I've like just seen it, just social media type of deal or fucking.
I have heard a lot of talk about it, but I haven't. And it wasn't a movie I shied away from or didn't want to see. I wanted to see it. I'm glad now is the time because we got to talk about it like this, but I kind of wish I did see it earlier. Like it was really freaking good, man.
It was. And it was like one of those ones where it's like, damn, these are the type of movies right here where they're like really good, but not really popular, but you just kind of wish you would have seen what the vibe was for those movies when they first came out. Because after you've already watched, because you would have been paying attention to it more if you've already seen it. You're like, oh shit, what did everybody else think about this movie? Versus if you haven't seen it when it came out and you're not really thinking about it. If people were talking about it, you didn't really pay too much mind to it. You didn't really care because maybe you just came by. Like, yeah, I'll watch it when it comes out. I might watch it when it comes out. Just kind of like just basing off of whatever.
You know who her uncle is? Hugo Weaving, from V for Vendetta, and he was like Agent Smith and Matrix and such. That's her uncle.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like the acting runs deep in the family because like she's very good.
Yeah,
like, I really enjoy her performances and things.
Hell yeah. This was definitely something I would definitely recommend. Definitely recommend you guys should go check this one out. And it's a good time. It's a really good time.
So far for this year, it's one of the top movies I've seen this year so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this again probably soon, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. Like I kind of want to watch more from these directors. I don't know what else they've done.
That's a good idea. Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing more of their work, and I wouldn't mind seeing more of her stuff, especially in the horror realm, because that's just my shit.
Yeah.
That's just my shit. But what would you change about this movie, if anything?
Nothing. Don't need anything to change.
I don't think it does. I mean, I agree.
Because honestly, there's no parts where I go, they should have kept this out. Like all the even with the kid in the barn, I didn't mind.
Shooting her in the hand.
Screen 5 too. Holy shit! I didn't realize that.
And her punching him in the face, that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny. I liked it. Yes.
What I liked about that too is that he was knocked out for a while. Like, yo, she caught him good. Like she fights dudes. The way she hit that kid, she fights dudes. And not only that she fight them, she wins. And they fight back, but they get knocked out. Just like that kid. That shit was so funny.
I did it, because usually they protect kids. Like, I love when they treat kids in movies like they treat everybody else. Like, I like that shit because for one, it gives it makes it a little realism? Funny. Yeah, like a realism. It makes it funny, like a little bit. Because it's not reality. Right?
No.
Like, you don't expect to see someone really punching a kid in the face. But when you see it on TV, it just makes you giggle because everybody has a thought of some thought in their head seeing like punching a kid in the face.
It's so like the way she did it too was like, you shot me in the fuck, and like just
that's exactly
just that reaction, that guttural reaction. Yeah.
And at the end that she did that scream, she's like, like she's frustrated. She's like, what the fuck is going on?
How about when she gets out, cuts her chest, right?
Oh, yeah. With the fence.
So like, that was so like,
Yeah, I'm telling
they were
you right
going
now,
slow with that scene too. They were showing it drag across.
So here's a woman who can cut it like that so slowly trying to get in. And then like goes up to the car and the guy's like, get out of fucking, and like he keeps going and she just has that real moment where she screams her ass off, like that seems so guttural and real and so well done.
Calling them names and shit, saying crazy shit at them.
Oh my god! Like,
I think she said, "You small dick motherfucker" or something.
Dude, it is fucking hilarious. But what made me mad? I wouldn't change it because I think it was good for the story. But this piece of shit handcuffed to that bedpost.
Oh,
I'm just gonna saw my way. I could have easily just been like, all right, I'm free.
The bed apart. Yeah, I would have ripped the bed apart. Yeah,
and where did the handcuffs go? He cut through. When did he take them off?
He cut through, and then I guess there was keys on
the dresser. The keys were on the dresser.
He unlocked them.
Oh, were they on the dresser? I missed that part. I must have blinked or something because that had to been quick.
Yeah, it was.
He saw it too. Like you said, it's a wooden bed. I said the same thing. I was like, just lean forward. You'll snap that fucking one board off.
My wife said that too because we were watching, and she goes, when I was like 5, I broke the bedpost of my grandmother's bed. So I don't know what's wrong with this bitch. I just started fucking laughing. I'm like,
honestly, they're not that damn strong. They're not as strong as they probably should be. They're just expensive.
anything, like fucking physics is on your side. First
Oh,
of all,
yeah.
he's sitting there like a little baby. Stand up, put your foot on the bed in between, and rip it up.
Yeah.
They didn't even have to handcuff him. They could be like, yo, sit down, don't move. Or he would have just sat there.
But you know what? As far as I'm thinking about it and how cowardly he is, she's his strength. He does whatever she says.
Yeah.
When it comes to the family, he listens to only Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now that he's gone and he has nobody to listen to in the family, and she doesn't want him anymore, of course he would be on the side of whoever's left. And
Oh yeah.
I also it makes sense that he wouldn't use his strength. He doesn't have the capability, like, you know how some men, and I'm not picking on him because again it's fight or flight, but like some men just don't have that capability to to survive. You know, and I say man, I'm generalizing it when I say that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
I know what you mean.
it's
Just
so like
situation.
it's like some people just, even when it comes to fight or flight, they're just too cowardly. They, you know, lay down and just take whatever's coming, you know.
Yeah.
And he was a guy who was like locked up and he was willing to fight, but not as hard as he could because he didn't want to upset anyone.
Exactly. Like, again, we were saying how he just wanted to be on the winning side. It was like, okay, if things go left, and if I can't save her, and if these guys are winning, and if Daniel's over here, my brother, oh fuck it, I'm sticking with the family. But
Well, he can't be alone. That's the problem. So the brother died. He won't have her. So he's gonna go back to the parents.
What was the deal with the aunt? What do you guys think the deal with the aunt was? Because she said he was the only one to see him in that chair when he was 5. Like, why was he chosen?
That's what the aunt don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
Because he was there, obviously. Because
maybe it was a foreshadowing where this that demon thing, whatever it was like, you're the one that's gonna bring the one that's gonna reset everything.
I like that. I like that.
It does show back after everything blows up. Yeah, it shows up in the chair because she says
it ends with you, or no, it would have been the
Yeah.
kids. It would have been the kids. It would have still went on.
Yeah.
But if you can't get this right, and probably he knew, he was like, "You're the one.
Yeah.
You know, fuck this up, dude."
You're the one who's gonna bring the one. Who's gonna fuck everything up. Yeah.
And if
you're gonna reset the game.
If he saw the ghost, that might. He saw the ghost, and also his brother hid him from everything.
He did.
Trying to protect him. I wonder if that plays into the cowardly thing of like hiding away.
Yeah.
You know, scared because he left the family for like 2 years or something.
Yep, because he wanted to get away from all that shit.
This has a lot of layers to it that I like to think about.
Oh man, the funny thing about the explosion thing at the end, I think what I do like about that part a lot is how they didn't go to it so quick. They didn't rush it. They just like paused it because you see them like all scared, just in different positions, and then you just started laughing, and then it started with the aunt when she had that fucking whatever kind of weapon that was. She started charging at the chick, and then boom, she blew up.
The battle axe.
The battle axe, yeah. Boom, she blew up. And little by little, started blowing up.
That was so fucking funny. I'll take care of it, and like just like fucking blows up. Oh, that was amazing.
I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly what the fuck we wanted and needed. Oh man, holy shit, man! This was again fun movie. I'm gonna bump this shit up to an 8 as well because this was. I had such a good time with it. I really did, and I was thinking honestly, the movie I was thinking of, James, was Truth or Dare, because I don't think that one was too great. I was thinking it was going to be on the level of that.
That was like a B. Yeah, that was like a B movie version.
That was nowhere near this. Yeah,
nothing. No, not even close. But I'm saying I thought this was going to be something like that, just from.
Yeah, I see that. I think see that. Like that type of game movie.
Yeah,
hacky.
Yeah.
Be like
even if it was a higher level, which it was, higher level, higher budget, which it was, but I still thought it was going to be like on that level as far as story and everything else. No, this was good.
This was awesome.
Good. It was good and it was fun.
Yeah.
It was good and it was fun. And shit, watch it with your better half.
It kind of works. It kind of works.
As a matter of fact, that's what this month is dedicated to. So, I mean, there may be some movies where you may be looking at your spouse like, oh, fuck, this motherfucker ain't kill me later. But so what? That's love. Watch these movies together and get closer or further apart.
Dude, I thought this was great. I had a lot of fun with it.
Oh,
Yep,
fuck
me
yeah.
too.
And then next week, we have Tuesday in Dreams and Haunted Honeymoon.
That's gonna be a good week.
Yes, yes. I
Because
can't
In
wait.
Dreams is like a legit horror thriller from the 90s. Like it was a well-produced, like Downey Jr.'s in it. Annette Bening's the star.
Mm.
And it's like it's interesting. It's gonna be a good one. And Haunted Honeymoon's just fun. It's Gene Wilder and Gilda Radner.
Oh, man.
Nice.
That's gonna be a good fun time. Can't wait. Can't wait.
A haunted honeymoon with an actual married couple? Sure. And they're funny.
Hey,
Nice.
even better.
Do we know who Gene Wilder is?
Yes,
yeah.
I do. Willy Wonka.
No.
Dream.
God damn
Wait.
it. Blazing Saddle.
I was about to say, what? I was like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? Don't fuck with me.
No, I'm kidding. He is.
I was going to name some other movies. I would have got there.
Fucking Blazing Saddles. That shit is. Oh my god.
That
So you
movie
know what
fucking-
to expect because like he was a big part of that, and also
Oh, I know.
the producers and stuff. So he was a comedy head, man, and she was on Saturday Night Live.
That
Oh,
movie, fucking man.
Oh, we're gonna have such a good time. But people, actually, before I say that, listen, the Scene Snobs, you guys gotta go over there and check out Godzilla. But you also need to check out next Tuesday mixtapes, people, mixtapes.
Yeah,
It's all about the love. Love is in the air. And all I'm gonna say is listen to this, guys. Follow along, right? How many? So what is it? 13 songs?
13. Okay, so we're doing a 2-part. So next Tuesday we start. It's part 1. We're doing mixtape 4. This is our 4th episode where we did the mixtape. Everybody seems to always enjoy them. I love them. So it's mixtape 4, side A, Love. That is it. And then the next week is going to be mixtape 4, side B, Heartbreak.
So listen, people, with the side A, fellas, listen. I know you're gonna try to get lucky and all that other stuff. Work on those mixtapes.
But you can only pick songs from 1990 to 2010.
From 1990 to 2010, you pick those songs from that 1990 to 2010. You got a lot of music to pick from.
We always
A
throw some
lot of music
stipulation.
Up and down. Do you see?
We'll even allow. We'll even allow R. Kelly if that's what's on your playlist in your household. Just don't
get
play it
some
around.
Keith Sweat going, man.
Bump and grind
Yeah.
it. And Keith Sweat, I'm down for.
Hell yeah.
Let's get this party going.
Peaches and cream. Oh man, I'm a nasty man.
Oh,
Never mind.
shit.
Anyway, but seriously though, guys, seriously, tune in for that. Not only tune in for that, but drop your playlist in the comments. Let people know what you will be playing, or just what your mixtape is. Even if you're not playing it, what's your mixtape? Huh? Let us know.
Join in the comments.
And then
Don't be an asshole.
Yes, and then Sturdo Vision. We got some fun shit going on Sturdo Vision tomorrow night, midnight. Wolf Hollow review. We're gonna be a little Indiegogo talk, but again, you guys know the new rules, which I'm gonna discuss that right now. And it's thanks to you indie people, not to the ones that don't like the ones that want to come on shows but don't like to show up. So the rules have changed on HorrorWithSirSturdy from here on out. I'm only as far as the interviews go, unless I've spoken to you recently, which there's one I do have coming up. But don't worry about that one though. That's you guys don't know about that. But anyway. No longer doing just interviews, no longer doing just Indiegogo stuff on here because there's been too many times where they haven't been showing up on my show or friend shows, and we're tired of that shit. So you can come on here, review a movie, we'll plug your stuff, and go about just like for any other type of show that I do, any other type of podcast, and other content creators come on here. That's how it's going to be from here on out. And interviews are going to be on Sturdo Vision for all the indie stuff. That's going to be on Sturdo Vision at midnight. And if you can't make it, I mean, maybe I can try to schedule something down the road, but I'm a busy guy. And that's why I have my shows scheduled out the way they are. So I can, have home life and family life as well. So that's just how it's going to be from here on out. I actually like it better that way too, though. So yeah. But with that said too, check out Popcorn and Pints, Saturday, 9:00 Eastern time. We are on New
Can
Hope.
I pitch something about tomorrow? If that's cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to mention. Tomorrow is our Super Bowl specials. Betting Bros at 7. Then Dan is going to be on at 8 making a drink. And then we'll be on the Outcast doing a Super Bowl special with a bunch of people. And we're going to be talking sports movies. So you guys are, of course, both welcome.
There you go. And I'll be on right at midnight with that review and all that other fun stuff I was talking about I was telling you about, so again, there's gonna be some changes. There may be more few changes down the road I've been discussing and all that stuff, but we'll see. We will see. Right now, it's gonna be some fun shit. It's gonna be some fun shit. So stay tuned for that. Star Wars, Star Trek, Part 6 this week, week 6. Join it, man. You're not gonna want to fucking miss it. They're finally starting to get better, like side by side now, which is fucking finally, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, Godzilla.
That's gonna change.
It's gonna change really quick.
We get to have a moment. We get to have a moment of at least. Right, I'll go right now.
You're getting 6 movies in 3 weeks that are really fucking good.
Boom. There we
show.
go. That's great. That's what we need. That's what we want. And after that, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, but I do know this. I'll see you in your nightmares. Peace.
Peace.